I'm very happy with what this looks like, and hopefully this does get released. The last two figures get released next year.
I think he got melted with acid.
What's going on with that face? Like, but I think you might be right. You know, saying all that, I think you might be right.
It looks horrible as a robot, and that.
So I might have.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I might have put a pre.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Here's what comes inside the box, and it looks like the electronics are separate.
And honestly, let's be real. We've actually been getting a lot of views, which we really, really appreciate. But the subscribers don't match up with the views. And simply clicking that subscribe button really, really helps us out. Doesn't cost you anything. So, hey, hit the subscribe button.
All right, welcome back, Transformers fans. It's your boy, James the Con.
And it's me, Bobby the Bot.
And we got another round of news. But before we get into that, let's do another question. And let us know what your favorite third-party company is. I'm actually quite interested in this. Bobby, what would you say yours is?
I would have to say Fans. Yeah, FANSTOYS. Yeah, I'm gonna say FANSTOYS.
Yeah. For me, it's a really hard one to choose. Because like I love that TFC Commander with all the pieces, but I wouldn't say TFC is my favorite. But that's one of my favorite figures. So as a solid, I like all of their figures. Probably Fans Hobby. What?
I was saying Fans Hobby. I knew you were gonna say Fans Hobby.
I'm just thinking of the ones that I do. I like them all. I would say Transart, but I don't have a lot of theirs. So say Fans Hobby for now, especially when Get Right Robot's involved. So let's get into the news itself. And this was quite interesting. So Pulse sent out their Desaurus. Make sure you have your addresses all updated, and you have until the end of the day, Friday, November 24th. So that's 20 days, and when you guys see this, to update it through Hasbro Pulse, your address through Hasbro Pulse. Mine's already unlocked to go. I did that months ago. I know yours probably didn't change for when you place this order. How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10 for this figure?
Honestly, I would say a 7. And the reason being is I don't have a real love for Victory or the show or anything, or the character per se. I did watch Victory. I did see him. He didn't really do much in the anime and on the animated cartoon that I noticed. And really, this was to complete the HasLab Victory Saber that I have. So I'll have both of them. But this one does look really good, though, in comparison.
Yeah, I would actually agree with the 7. I really like this character and stuff, so it would be higher, but then I have to remember, I'm not trying to be negative, but it is Hasbro, so I don't want to get too excited about a good figure until I have it in hand.
Yes, I again, I'm glad that we're picking it up. I'm glad that it has a lot of unlocks, from backers, so that part was good. I'm looking forward to the throne, and I do have a few of these coming, so that's good as well. And I'll be happy to have them both on the shelf and see how they look next to each other.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I can't think of anything that they can actually add to this with the add-on sets, so I don't have to spend another $30 to make it look decent. It doesn't have all that empty, again, I've never heard this term before, but waffling.
Yeah,
like the that Star Saber, the underneath of the guns was horrendous.
Right.
So it doesn't have anything like that from what I can see.
From what you can see.
So
yeah.
So
the inside of the thighs look like they're filled in, which is good. Plus,
even when they were showing the back shots of the prototype, even that all looked filled in as well.
Yes, and actually this will be my first Desaurus, so I have not picked up any of the third-party versions.
Yeah.
So
it'll be both of our first Desauruses. So
yes. Yeah. So I'm happy.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's move on to what's just announced. We got some duds before we get into the interesting thing. Let's go through them fast. We got Transformers NDLX Sideswipe. It looks great, but it doesn't transform, so I'm out. I would have probably been out even if it did transform until they repainted it into G2. But I'm sure you're out on this as well.
I am out on it, and I honestly, it looks good. I think the chest should be a little bit wider. Not much, just a little bit wider, because it still looks like it has that A shape to it to me.
So I actually like that the chest is so narrow and gives it more human proportions, and especially for something that doesn't transform, I think it looks great. I don't like that it just looks like the front of the car, because if you look at the mass and stuff, it wouldn't be able to transform. It should have like looked like it opened up and like closed it on itself, kind of like what the Make Toys Jazz did. But yeah, I actually like this. I think the proportions actually look pretty cool. But you're right. The lower legs are huge, and it does give it that A-frame stance, but not as much as that Iron Factory figure.
Exactly. Yes. And so, and it made me question. It makes me want to go back and look. And I was like, well, did Sideswipe really have a narrow top like that? I don't remember it, but it does look good. And again, if I hit the lotto, then I will get involved. Excuse me, if I hit the lotto for a lot of money, which what I would consider a lot of money, because I've won $1.
Thank you for putting the caveat in there, because I was going to say, well, when you win that $15, I'll expect to see this in your collection.
So if I win a lot of money, which I consider to be a lot of money, then I would jump into these statues.
Well, it's an action figure,
or action
but
figures,
I understand.
excuse me. Action figures and statues, action figures, excuse me.
Yeah. Next, we have something that is a statue, technically, and it is a hallmark ornament from Optimus Prime. They found this at Target for $9. I think he got melted with acid.
What's going on with that face? Like,
it's one of the worst paint jobs.
I mean, that looks like Mike figures out the customization class. You know,
it looks worse than those.
and I don't know what it is. Again, I'm looking at his chest, and it just reminds me of Cars. The top visor looks like a thick eyebrow, like a unibrow, and the windshield wiper blades look like the pupil of the eyes, and the blue looks like the eyes. So that's what I'm seeing right now, and it's terrifying me, and I'm scared. I don't want this at all.
Stay tuned for the Transformers 2026 movie where they go into cars and you get Tow Mater transforming.
Or even worse, they just bring out these Hallmark ornaments as the characters.
Yeah, it's that would be a little more terrifying. Lastly, the Transformers Earthspark soundtrack is going to be released. I guess the music artist is Crush Effect. Never heard of them. I kind of want to look them up because that name sounds kind of cool. But yeah, so this will be released November 10th. So you could go ahead and pick it up if you guys like that soundtrack.
I honestly didn't know there was a soundtrack, but I guess that's what happens when you watch the first episode 17 times and really still don't know what's going on, and you haven't really progressed past episode 3. But I digress.
Yes. So let us know if you pick it up. So now let's get into some interesting things. And this next one is all for you, Bobby. I think you're going to be picking up all 3 of these. And that is Phantom Toys has KO New Age Optimuses. So they're going to be KOs. They're going to be cheaper. They come with So if you look underneath each one, they have their separate accessories. And then every single one of them comes with everything else. So they all come with the cape, the sword, the axe, the gun, the trailer, and whatever that blue thing is. I can't tell from this angle. So it comes with all that. This seems like right up your alley now that you are solidified as a Legends collector with about 15 of them at this point. And I think you said if they come out with KOs and they're reasonably priced, you'll pick them up.
So the blue thing is actually, if you're talking about the squarish type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's I can't. I don't think. I don't know the official name of it, but that's actually what's in Prime's trailer.
Oh, with the
It's
little cockpit and the
the
arms.
cockpit and the arms.
Oh,
Yes.
I couldn't. Okay, I couldn't tell from this angle.
Yeah. So maybe it. I know that I've seen versions, and forgive me, I haven't paid attention to Legends, so I don't know if it does it or not. But I know there's one version. I think it's MPH or something like that.
It's MPH's one. Yeah.
Where it turns into, or it has wheels and it rolls. And I know the one of the Masterpiece versions, I believe, does that as well. I can't, again, don't remember. But it connects to roller and it's kind of cool. I don't know, again, if this does it, but I think you might be right. You know, saying all that, I think you might be right.
It depends on, I think, the price. If these are $30, $20 to $40, I could see you picking them up without a second thought, honestly.
You might
and honestly, if it's that cheap, I might get the Nemesis Prime for my Nemesis Prime shelves. Because I have 3 of them at this point, so why not add to them?
I think you might be right. Yeah. I think it might happen.
Yeah. Oh. So we'll see. Stay tuned for the price on these things, or even if they go up for pre-order. I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
So we talked about this last time with RenderForm's Crasher. So he's going to be doing a G2 one based off of that Mirage, the G2 Mirage mold. And he said he doesn't know what he's going to do, which colors he's going to go with for the pink and the green. And I actually might pick this up just because it's a different character. I could put this on it. Boom, it's a Fembot. It goes with the Fembot shelf. Slap some Decepticon stickers on it. I like it a lot better than Mirage. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how much they are and how readily accessible they are. Because if they're like limited, I'm not going to mess with that. But I'm always down for new characters. You know that, Bobby. So
I think
we'll see.
Out of all 4 of these, I like the bottom right one the best, I think.
With the silver face or the pink face?
The pink face.
Pink face. Okay. I don't really like either of the pink heads. I like the red lipstick on it, but that's neither here nor there. And out of the faces, I think either of them are fine, but I think I prefer this one with the silver face, with the green head with the silver face.
I love that we disagree.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
she looks like a quintessence.
There's not much to debate. Yeah, a little bit.
That's what it. That's why I think the silver face reminds me of a quintessence. But
that makes sense. So we'll see if these get released and if I can create a new character. Maybe it'll be called like Gator Lady or something like that because she's got a gator on her and she'll be like a Florida type of character. Anyways, let's move on.
Orlando.
So Orlando, yeah, exactly, or Miami.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this next one, I don't know if it's a custom or not, but I didn't want to exclude it. I found this. It didn't say it wasn't a custom. It looks like official art, though. So if it's not, we're going to talk about a custom and that it looks absolutely amazing, and Bobby would buy this if it was real.
You're right. You're right again. I think I wouldn't be alone on that, though. I think you would buy it as well.
No, I don't buy battle damaged figures. What?
Oh, this one.
I'm gonna get the normal one. I don't want the battle damaged one.
I mean, I'm gonna have. Well, okay. Yes, I would. I would definitely. I'm actually waiting on this one. I'm hoping it's delivered tomorrow. Actually, it is in town. It's either gonna be tomorrow or maybe after the weekend. But I do like this battle damaged one. It's probably the only one I would want to see battle damaged. I wouldn't want to see the blue and red one or the all silver one battle damaged, but this one looks really good with the battle damage as well.
I think I would pick up if there was a corresponding prime to this that was battle damaged as well, so you could have the duo, or if there was a normal red and blue prime that was battle damaged that could go with the battle damaged blue one or whatnot. That would be different, but I don't have enough battle damaged figures to make a shelf, so I would be skipping on it. Yeah. All right, so let's move on. And this is just the Bobby episode. I think you're going to be picking these up too. and that is the Jinli Jin 2250 series transforming gun, and it is a combiner. So the gun modes do look pretty nice. I mean, they do have a lot of panel lines and stuff. Which one is your favorite?
Probably the Glock at the bottom left. I have a Glock, so that's what it reminds me of. And yeah.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. If I was to get one, I don't know if it's the real name because it's from Resident Evil, but the Red 9, the gold one, not the color, but it loads from the top, and that was my favorite gun in Resident Evil 4. And hopefully I'll pick up the new Resident Evil 4 one day. So that's the one I would want. But it looks horrible as a robot. And that combiner is even worse. So I am completely out on these. Even if it was $20, I'd still probably be out. But this still looks like something that you would buy if it's cheap enough.
I'm trying to make it like somehow look better. Maybe if I turn my head this way. No. Hold on.
They look like kid toys.
It looks better now.
Straight up. There you go. Now you can not see them.
Wow. I was not.
Did you not see the robot modes?
So, you know what's funny is I glanced at this when, we were talking about, the news and things like that. I glanced at it, but I saw the guns and I was like, wow. First thought was, this isn't happening in the US. So that's the first thing I thought. But wow, this is terrible.
Bad.
It's I mean,
they look like G1 toys, and if that's what they're going for, they nailed it.
I mean, I guess that gold and red one does look like almost like a scavenger from Devastator. So man, yeah, that's ugh. Yes.
Okay, let's move on.
I would get it though if it's cheap enough, just for the gun.
That's what I was just about to say. We have to wait to see when Bobby gets this in so he can review it for us. But next we've got FunBee Studios. They're doing this quintessence design, which I don't think we've seen from Hasbro. Yeah, I don't remember this, but I'm sure Bobby will tell you a whole story about how it ruined his childhood after he saw Prime die.
No. The quintessence. I don't remember this one in particular. Maybe it was one when they arrested the Grimlock and were taking him and not the Grimlock, but Hot Rod and Cup and maybe walking him down. I don't know. I have to watch the movie again. The face looks familiar, but the arms and the weapons don't look familiar. So this would be one that I would actually probably skip out on.
Yeah, me too, without a second thought. Next, we've got more FunBee Studios, and it's cyber-based hex tiles. So I guess they're tiles you could buy to make a little diorama, and that's pretty cool. It looks like they have Autobot and Decepticon colors.
So, I agree. It is pretty cool. They're definitely small, and I know we've been seeing them and kind of talking about FunBee Studios in general, but I would probably skip out on these.
Yeah, me too. Finally, this is all for Bobby. We looked at the Magic Square Trailbreaker, which was called Trailblazer, I think, last week, and you really didn't like that alt mode. It was too squished for you. And I think this was rushed out from New Age because they saw that one. And they're like, we need to get something out there so everybody doesn't buy it. And so this is their Lincoln. I think Magic Squares looks better overall than this one, if I'm going to be honest. I don't like the legs on the Trailbreaker like a lot of Trailbreakers.
Yeah, I think New Age was just like, oh, you dropped a Trailbreaker, hold my Energon, and came out with this one. I don't like, and granted, this is just a render. Where is the rest of the color on that side window?
I noticed that as well. Yeah,
it
probably will be there in the final.
Right. This does look better in alt mode than the Magic Square version to me. It doesn't look squished. It actually looks like a camper truck. And it actually looks, the bot mode looks like Trailbreaker to me. So he's not one of my favorite characters, so this is something that I would be passing on. And even though I did buy a yellow and a blue version for X Transbots, I probably don't see myself buying a repaint of this unless it's something, if it's like, again, yellow or blue or purple or purple.
You would buy a yellow or blue repaint?
No, I wouldn't. I would not buy.
Oh, I was going to be like, you already have a yellow and blue repaint.
So I would probably skip out on this. They'd have to come out with like something really drastic,
neon orange or something.
Something
and even then, you might not buy it.
Yeah, it would have to be something that I was just like, oh, that looks really good, like that slicer.
Yeah. Oh,
The color is what I meant.
Yeah, that one's in your cart, I'm assuming.
I have not put it in yet, so
still. Oh, all right. He's holding out by a thread. So let's look at something that you will be picking up versus what we just looked at, and that's FANSTOYS 30 Etherion. I think that's how you say it. So it has 2 modes. So this is the faced mode, and I will talk about it in a second. So why don't you go?
Oh, this is gorgeous. This is. I'm very happy with what this looks like, and hopefully this does get released. The last 2 figures get released next year, and they're not just playing with our, hearts again. This looks gorgeous. I do have the Zeta version, and I love the way this looks.
Yeah, I really like the way this looks too. I just mixed the 2 versions. So as you can see that this is a faced version and it's holding the gun. They also have the face plated version, but I hate the gun in this mode. I know that's how it looked like in the cartoon, I believe, but I absolutely hate it. But I like the face plated head, and then make it hold the gun like it normally did. So that's what I would do. But it does look really good. And here you can see they're trying to show off the posability. This was the worst pose they could have used. He can't kneel. He fails in the pose they were trying to make him do.
I honestly cannot get my body to get in this position. So
I'm just saying they're trying to show him kneeling, and this is not how a human or any other one of my Transformers kneels. Not saying that a lot of them can, but maybe they should have done like the Iron Man pose or something, to where it doesn't look like he's slip sliding. Slide to the right, slide to the left. That's what it looks like he's gonna be doing.
Oh, he looks like he's doing some yoga poses and about to get into a dog or something like that. Which, I mean, again, that knee bend, that left knee bend, that's a lot.
It's very
that's a lot.
Yes, I agree. The posability is good. I just think they should have chosen a different pose that he could do.
I'm actually gonna see about if I can get down. Yep. Not gonna be able to do that. I will. I might be stuck. So
he's about to lay down and say, "Paint me like one of your French girls."
Yeah.
And then all the combiner kibble actually has purpose, and it turns into this ginormous display, which is really cool. And I think you are going to have to buy 2 of them to have 1 in each.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I know you really like this.
I do like the display, but I think mine is going to be in combine mode. I think that I will break down my gosh, I can't think of the name. My Zeta. Jeez, brain fart. I will break my Zeta combiner down to probably alt mode, because I have the black Zeta currently broken down into bot mode. So for my plague shelf. So I think while I do like this, I think I like the combined mode better. And I do like that the parts have a purpose instead of having to throw them in a drawer.
Even if it's a stand, it's at least.
Even if it's a stand, yeah, I love it.
All right, let's move on. So we've got King Toys Pharaoh Mini, and then we'll look at the Chiyo Mini, which is the Predaking after this. I thought this was already shown off, but I guess these are the first colored images. They've shown off so many of them. I like these colors a lot better than the Masterpiece version. I really like the more black and red arms versus the Masterpiece one. Personally, still not going to get it because I don't need a, Legends Predaking. That's all your style right there. So I think you probably should think about picking this up.
You're already
Legends collection.
You're already one step closer in than I am. So you already have one.
No, that's Char. That's not Dive Bomb.
Potato.
I knew you were going to say that.
What's getting me is that the foot turned into a stand?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
So they did away, and I haven't paid attention to these at all because I knew
it's too small to make the wolves. That's what they said.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah. Okay, so I am not getting the minis, of course, and so I'm out on this. But
and here's it in combined mode as well as Predaking mode, and this thing does look great. If I wanted a Legends Predaking, I would pick this up, and even if they would paint this in black and purple as a box set, I would probably pick it up, like I know you would as well.
I'd be in trouble if they did that. I would probably be in trouble.
If they did a box set with a different color and made it unique, I might spring for it. But I have the Masterpiece one right there, so I don't need this one.
Honestly, yeah, like I have the same one you have, and then I have the gold one as well. And honestly, I don't need another Predaking Masterpiece size. But if they did like a purple and a Masterpiece size, purple and black, I'd probably grab it. Can't lie.
You'd buy the Legends one too.
It would be hard. It would be harder to pass on it. If they did a gold one in the Legends, I wouldn't.
Oh, you'd pass on that. I'd pass on that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go from one Legends combiner to another one, and we've got the DX9 Legacy Core Class Dinobots. Why are you laughing? That is not nice, Bobby.
This is another set you need to finish. I mean, you have, some of the, you're just leaving them all alone. I mean,
well, when I get them as gifts as well, like I got Grimlock, I will definitely finish the set. So I'm waiting, Bobby, for the rest of them. And it does do wonders for this. We'll get into a comparison shot, but it comes with a replacement combiner arm and a hand for swoop, combiner arm filler, and a hand for Scar. I guess that's the sixth one. 2 combiner swords, the combiner feet, a combiner crotch piece, replacement dino torso / wings for Grimlock, so it's his wings. 6 guns and 6 swords. So it comes with a lot. I don't remember seeing a price on this. But it does do wonders. But let's look at the Grimlock. So it does give him, if you look, his little arms move now. And that's kind of it. So I guess somebody wanted it because they added it. What's cool is all the combiner pieces kind of come together into this like throne type of thing, which is actually really cool. So you can have that behind them if you didn't want them combined, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because some of those figures look absolutely horrendous in my opinion. And here is the combiner side by side. It really helps this figure. I forgot how bad the stock looked. Honestly, after seeing this one, I was like, oh, that's what it looked like. Okay.
Wow. I think the only thing this kid is missing, it needs a bigger head for the combiner.
I think the head's fine because he makes him look more like a bruiser. I think that's okay. It needs more gold in the chest, if you ask me.
I think the arms make it look great. I really think the arm upgrade. I love the foot upgrade. The crotch area is cool. But I really think a slightly bigger head. It looks like he went to and had his head shrunken or something like that. So
he has Ultra Magnus syndrome.
and I don't know how you exercise your head to make it bigger, but um this makes it look way better. And honestly, if Hasbro would have came out with a combiner looking like this, I may have purchased it for the prices that the figures were selling for, and this is what it looked like combined.
That's a good point. Even if it didn't come with all the swords and the guns and stuff, if they sold them for 11 or 12 bucks a piece and it ended up looking like this with all the posability and stuff, I probably would have also thought about picking it up. Yeah. But we got the original one. Looks unfinished.
And
go. I don't remember what episode it was, but go back. Bobby had like a 5-minute tantrum on this figure.
Well, and then the other, like I'm looking right now, the hands aren't even the same length on the original. Like the right arm looks longer than the left one. Like
it is, at least in this picture.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the upgrade kit is a must if I had this. I honestly, this looks like those cheap knockoffs that I try to figure out. Hold on, let's see here. I think I like this one better.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like that one, Bobby. That one looks better.
It looks better. I honestly do. So yeah. And
okay,
yeah, let's move on.
We'll move on. Yeah. You could keep talking about this forever. So Mechanical Skull Studio has Sirius, I guess that's the name, or Cirrus, in production, which they have a whole bunch of them, and I zoomed in to show that it is that Armada Starscream in legend size. So it did look good in person when we saw it. I think it was in color. Yeah, if I was a Legends collector, I'd probably pick this up, but I am not. I know you're not an Armada guy, even though you're a Legends collector, so you won't be picking this up either.
I will not be picking this up, and I'm not a Legends collector. Stop wishing that on me. But
I'm not wishing it on you. I'm just stating the truth.
I am a dabbler, as
okay.
Somebody mentioned in the comments as well, and I appreciate that. So yes, I'm a
dabbler. All right, the Legends dabbler over here. I'll remember that. Next, we've got King Toys trying to soak up more of your money. This is Longyan 01 Stegosero, and it looks really good. So, as the name implies, it has an arrow. Here is the robot mode with things over it, and the sword and the gun, the oversized ones, just like Predaking, the oversized weapons. And the back turns into a bow and arrow, which is really cool. And there is the derpy dinosaur. I think it just needs a new head, and it would be fine. But I know you're probably all in for these after seeing that combiner.
What? Huh? So I might have.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I might have put a pre.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. For how many of them?
For one set. Like, yeah. I do really like the bow and arrow. That's really cool. I still don't like the alt mode. The bot mode looks okay. I still want to see it in color. You know, that's gonna make the world of difference. I think. I said it previously. I was initially out on the King Toys, and then I saw it in color, and I was like, "Wow, that looks really good." And then it grew on me, and I saw a sale for 3 of the 8 figures as a box set for 3. I don't know why they picked those 3. And I jumped in, and I was like, "Oh, it's downhill from there." So
yeah, really downhill after they announced that gold one too.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So with me, I'm not going to be picking this up. I just don't love Dinobots that much. Sorry. So, but I'll admire it from your collection. What?
These aren't the Dinobots. These are something totally different.
Yeah, I'll believe that when their colors are red, gold, and gray. Let's move on to this. So we've got Fans Hobbies MB24 Liaranen, the test shot, and it looks good.
I have this pre-ordered, and I've been waiting for it. I'm really interested to see what it looks like combined with their Buster, Destroyer.
Buster's the real
Buster's
name.
So
That changed
I'm
the name, yeah.
I'm curious to see what they look like together, and I'm also waiting for the repaint of this to be dropped as well. So
Yep, I will be taking the repaint because I was able to pick up the Dreadwind at TFCon. Stay tuned for our haul video coming soon. And I'll be picking that one up.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I think this looks good. I don't like the red though. So moving on, we've got Magic Square.
Dinobot Sludge, where the G2 colors, I think it was the New Age.
Go back.
The New Age Dinobot Sludge. I think it was like blue and gray, and then like the shoulders were red or something like that. I'm sorry.
I will agree with you. Yes, that probably is. I don't like the red and the purple. That's what I don't like about this. I don't know why I don't like those two shades together.
Yeah,
I love purple and I love red, but just together, it's just not doing it for me. I will take the teal and the purple any day. So let's move on now that Bobby so rudely interrupted me, and let's talk about Magic Square Toys MSB 55D Space Shuttle. So this is obviously their Bruticus, and again, it looks great. It really does. He looks a little chunky, thick in the torso area, but he's very posable, and I think it looks pretty good.
I'm out on this set. I think it looks good. It doesn't look good enough for me to grab it. Again, not the hugest Bruticus fan, and yeah, this will be an easy pass. I shouldn't say an easy pass. This will be a pass. If I hit the lottery, I'd get it.
Yeah, I'd still pass even if I had the lottery. I hate the two shades of brown.
Oh, I didn't notice.
It looks so bad to me, and I also don't like how the purple wraps around like a bandit mask. It might be accurate, but I don't like that. The combined mode looks fine, but again, it's too tuned for me. So I would be out even if I struck the $7 billion.
Well, at that point, I hope you buy it for me.
I was going to say, maybe I'd buy it for you. I'd play with it and then send it to you when I'm done. All right, next we've got the Beetle, which I think I have TMT. I think that's the company that's doing that female bumblebee. So I think that's what this is. And it looks fine. It looks exactly like how you would expect it to.
It looks like it looks like a hard shell. The
like
paint,
a beetle.
Like it looks like like it's really hard, which is good. Instead of it being even though you can see all the panels and stuff like that, but it looks like it's metal for some reason. So I like it. I said that I would probably pick up the ladybug, which I know we threw a bunch of names out there, and somebody in the comments said, oh gosh, I can't remember. It just made me think of Cheerios, honeybee. I think that's what they said.
Oh, that would be a good name for this.
Oh, yeah, I like.
Or yellow. I was thinking yellow jacket as well.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yellow jacket, especially since I'm here with Georgia Tech, the yellow jackets.
It's just ladybug needs to be red. Sorry, that's what you should call that wind blade, wheel blade. That should be ladybug.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, let's move on. We've got Metagate's Red Fantasy G05. And honestly, the more I look at this, the more I don't like it. Now that the glamour shots are over and they're showing it off, first of all, we don't know a price, so don't give me that face. I still could be out of my price range, but the rims aren't painted. That car looks so chunky underneath it. I did not see that before. The jet mode still looks good and the bot mode still looks good. I also watched the transformation video and it looks like a nightmare. And I still want my Transformers to be fun to transform. So if it's over $100, I'm out.
Oh wait, hold on. That one's too big. Let me get my little violin for you.
There you go. Get your cricket one. Yeah.
Honestly, the more I see this, the better it looks.
Really?
But I'm not getting it. And by no means. No. I mean, my wife says she likes it. you know,
You got to get it then.
Maybe I'll think about getting it for her. Maybe
Getting it for her.
So she'll keep it in the box just like the RC I got her. That's still in the same place for the last year and a half that when I gave it to her. So it does look better. I do like the posability on it. I like that. I like that crouch. I like to see her crouching. Yeah, I can. God, I can't talk right now. I like her kneeling down. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Well, and this is the pose I think they were trying to get that Superion on it. He did his best.
So I do like it better than what I did initially. So I don't think I'll be picking it up. I'm thinking at 120, I think you should get it.
Well, and it, it might be a Bobby month where it's slow, and then just pick it up. But again, it really depends on the price, because the transformation did not look like fun at all. They said it wasn't going to be that bad, but then I watched Ming Motion. Go watch it if you haven't already. And it was just like, that's too much to be fun, which I understand why. I'm not saying that I don't get it, but that doesn't mean I have to buy it. Okay, let's finish off the update strong, and we've got YC001. This is a Legend Scale Metroplex. They showed off the box and a few other things. Let's look at the box first. The box looks great. And the figure looks great inside of it, too. I think the chest is a little too big, but it's really going for a G1 toy aesthetic, so I understand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is what I've been waiting on, and yeah, I can't wait to get this. Honestly,
it looks good. It looks good. So they showed off a few more things. Oh, and by the way, this is by Baiwei Toys. So go find it and pre-order it, like Bobby. And so here's what comes inside the box, and it looks like the electronics are separate. I don't know what's going on with that. That's a little worrisome for me, somebody who's not good at soldering things. Maybe you just clip them in. I don't know, but that's a lot of microchips. What I'm assuming are microchips.
Well, and I see like some little red packaging at the bottom. That's the bottom right. That looks like you have to snap something together and build it as well.
Yes, so we'll see that in the next.
Okay.
The next slide. Yeah.
I'm hoping that you don't have to do any of that, and I don't have my Google Translate camera out right now to decipher what that says, but I'm still getting it either way.
I know you are. I would get it if it was in Metro Titan colors, probably. And depending on the price. Have they said the price yet? I don't think they have.
Why am I thinking 500? I don't know why I'm thinking 500.
Oh, because that's the other one. That's the other one. That's bigger. Anyways, so that little thing that you saw that you could build is actually a little Windblade. So there's the whole story in the comics where Windblade talks to the Titans and stuff. So that's pretty cool, and it's a character you like. So I bet you're excited about that.
Oh,
having my mini Windblade running around.
Oh, I thought you were talking about back on Metroplex. I could give two about this Windblade. That, I'm still stuck on the Metroplex.
Yeah, and then here's the size. So somebody used the HasLab Victory Saber, which is about 11 inches. They had a whole thing where they measured Victory Saber and did all the math, but I'm not going to bore you with that. But it's 11 inches, while this one's going to be 15.6 inches. So it's a decent size. I don't think it's as big as a lot of people want it to be for Chug. Definitely not Masterpiece, but that's, neither here nor there. But it's a decent size. So
this will fit in my case. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.
It looks great.
And then if they can turn around and do it, or if I can just get a Masterpiece version. I know that 4-foot one is coming out, it's just stylized. I would love a G1 looking Metroplex. That's a nice size.
Yeah, I'm okay with that one. I will get this in Metro Titan colors if it comes out. If they decide to do a new age and release it in every color imaginable, I'm sure you would buy that one and any other repaints they decide to make.
That would hurt my feelings. That would really
it wouldn't hurt your feelings. It would hurt your wallet.
Oh yeah, my right now my wallet's not talking to me.
All right, we'll talk about what's incoming and see if they are going to be even talking to you less. First thing is Frankentron. I think this is coming out. We've been seeing a lot of stuff. Technically, I haven't seen anybody saying it's shipped or whatnot. So the packaging's really cool. This bot mode, the hands ruin it for me still. It looks even worse in this picture. I am so glad I didn't purchase this thing. It's worst figure of the year. Okay, that's a lie. With all the stuff Hasbro comes out with, it's not the worst figure of the year, but it's up there to me.
I love it comes with the VHS tape.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
That is so cool. That I really like that a lot.
The other one did too. The Dracula one did.
It did?
Mm-hmm. I think it did.
I didn't open it, so
you're not gonna open this one either, I guess.
So well, yeah, I haven't opened up any of my crossovers actually. So
my god.
I know. God, it's bad. Don't judge me.
No judgment, but I might be making notes.
Yeah, so I really like that VHS tape aspect of it. That just made me feel really old as well. For those young viewers who don't know what a VHS tape is, this is before DVDs. This is before you streamed online. This was like how you recorded movies, and VHS tape. You could get like 3 movies on a VHS tape. Oh yeah, that was the joint. I love it. I'm officially old again, so I'm still in on this. It's not what I was expecting, but I was already 1 in. Why not go 2? They'll probably come out with a mummy and a werewolf. And
I thought you said you bought 2 of these things.
Oh no!
I was gonna be like, Bobby.
No,
one's bad enough.
No, got me sounding like Rick
and the
Ross.
Thing is
no.
I think the main thing are the hands for me. If the hands were normal, or had swivels, and the head was a little bit bigger, I'd be more forgiving of it. But yeah, and the price, it's $35 for a deluxe. Well, that would definitely not be in this picture if it's that expensive. Let's move on to something that you need to buy, and that's New Age's H56H Rensaurus's Sludge. This is the limited edition that goes with the Grimlock you're going to buy. How many of these do you have locked down already?
I just wanted to give you a little countdown of that because
it's only $230. You spent more on other figures.
Yeah, I like the other figures. That's the point. You spend money on stuff that you like or that you might like. I am so out on this.
But think about if you bought this in the resale value in a year or 2.
Yeah, I'm good.
Super limited.
Then you should do it.
I don't got that money.
You do. You got all the money.
Where? Well, why don't you come and find it then? I'll with that money, I'll buy you a ticket to come down here and find it.
Now, hey, I can find money in a lot of different ways. So I think I can find you at least $200. I think I can. Matter of fact, I know I can. I can find you $200.
No, but I still think you need to get this.
Yeah,
you already got the other New Age exclusive. You need to keep that trend rolling, so you can have an exclusive New Age shelf for all your Legends collector needs. Oh, excuse me, Legends Dabbler needs.
Yes, Dabbler. I mean, I already went out on a limb picking up the gold Omega Supreme. That was something I still can't believe I did. But This is, I don't even like this. I don't, nope, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't like this at all. If this was Mirage, you might have me, but I don't see the purpose of the gummy bear color Dinobots.
They should have all been different clear plastics.
Yeah,
Grimlock should have been green. This one should have been red. The other one should have been blue. That way you could have gummy bears. All right, well, let's move on to something that you probably will be picking up. Fans Hobbies MB20 X-Load is now available to buy on Shozi, and it should be shipping soon. And I'm sure you already paid your balance on yours.
I did.
Yeah, and that's why I put it a picture with that Prime that you have.
I do. You're right. Seeing them together now, I see how the red is off. I thought it was, when we were seeing earlier pictures, the red looked closer to me than
I agree, because I was looking at pictures and I thought they were the renders, and I kept looking at them, and then I was like, no, that's the figure.
Yeah. So this is, I do want to see it combined again and see, but the reds don't match up the way it looked like earlier on. So I'm going to be upset if they release another version of this that's in colors I really, really like. Yeah.
Like in gold?
No, I don't want a gold one, but
why? It would match the gold on his legs.
The thing I don't like about these combiners in particular is that the colors are so off. It's just like if this was, and again, not saying it's a human, but you want to coordinate, and some of the stuff that they do, it's just like, oh, it's this is the colors up top, and then the bottom is like totally different. It's not an outfit I would wear. So get some different pants.
Don't go with that.
Well,
this goes with the other Optimus.
The other one, no. But yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Initially, when I saw this, the reason I jumped in on it,
because it looked like a darker. I agree with you. It did look like a darker.
Yeah, but now I'm looking at it like, it doesn't really look that good. So I may have to get the other one, which I don't really want to do. And then Jetfire's coming out, and I don't like. Yeah, it's a problem.
So your solution to these two don't match is to buy something else to go with one of them instead of like returning it or stopping it.
Don't judge me.
All right, well, let's move on before I start judging you. So what has been recently released? The first thing is TF Dream Factory GOD O2S Tank Warrior Desert version. It is Brawl from the movie, but we don't have any robot mode pictures, probably due to licensing. It's a fine looking tank from what I can see.
It is a fine looking tank. I think I put a pre-order in, and then
really, you're buying a movie figure?
I think I did because I didn't see bot mode pictures, and I was like, I really like the way this tank looks. I will probably cancel my order once I see the bot mode.
It's gonna look like Brawl from.
I will definitely
2007 movie.
Cancel my order.
I mean, if we go back one, you can see all of the Brawl parts.
Well, when I put the pre-order in, I didn't see none of this either.
Oh, like, maybe this is a new picture.
I saw transforming tank. I was like, oh, okay. I like tanks. I like Transformers. Let's put a pre-order in. No,
this same company is making an Evil Blood Blade arm accessory PJ01 upgrade for God 11 ROTF Megatron. I don't know what figure this is for. Maybe somebody could tell us, but you got a pink arm blade to go with your Megatron.
That's a hell of an arm.
Well, because it's a cannon. Because remember,
yeah,
he didn't have a cannon; it was part of the arm.
Yeah, it's drastic. It's a lot going on there. That's scary. I like it. So, I'm not getting it, but I like it.
If I had the original one, I might pick this up. But again, I don't do that. Next, we've got Baiwei TW1027 Cybertron Commander Optimus Prime, which is all for Bobby. When are you picking this up?
Not going to happen. Nope. Keep it moving.
It's not bad. I think it'd be a good, figure if you didn't get the other one.
Yeah,
the real one.
it's fine, I guess. Yeah.
So this is something that Bobby should get. This is FANSTOYS 5-in-1 Team Dinosaur, and it's a Christmas edition. You see the little Santa in the corner. It's in stock at least Agabus, and it's $200 for all 5 of them. I think you should get this. I do wish they had little Santa hats, though.
Honestly, Christmas is one of your favorite holidays as well. Think you should get this.
If they had Santa hats, I probably couldn't stop my wife from picking them up. Gonna be honest with you.
I'll get you some little Santa hats.
I'll put them on ones I already have at that point. It looks fine. I think New Ages are obviously better, but New Ages are also like $80, if not more, if you buy them domestic at $120.
Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. No, not going to do it. So this was again another easy pass. Wallet may start talking to me again, but I'm not getting it. I'm not going to.
I don't think it's going to start talking to you after you talk about this. So there's new pics of Bond and James, the Japanese version, and these pics are from our friends over at the Chosen Prime, and I don't know if it's mistransformed, but I hate that con mode. He looks like Homer Simpson.
He does have a gut on him, and what's funny,
but I like the heads better than the US version. Oh, you already got him in?
No, this is the US version. I still haven't transformed them yet.
I think that's 4 episodes coming and you haven't transformed them.
I know.
That's another reason why I wouldn't want to get this. This transformation does not look fun.
It does not look fun, and I'm eventually going to embark on that. But yeah, I do like the heads better on this one as well. Well, I like the head better on the bot on this one, I think.
Yeah, I think the bot head is way better than that human or human-esque face.
There we go.
This one looks better. The con one I like because it's so interesting. It's different, and I like that.
It is different.
Yeah,
but yeah,
kind of looks like he has a handlebar mustache.
It does. That just covers his whole face, his eyes and everything, cheeks all the way up.
I'll get there one day.
Me too.
So that's everything we have for you. Let us know what you think about this. And Bobby, what should they do?
Go ahead and like the video, share the video, please comment, and honestly, let's be real. We've actually been getting a lot of views, which we really, really appreciate. But the subscribers don't match up with the views. And simply clicking that subscribe button really, really helps us out. Doesn't cost you anything. So, hey, hit the subscribe button, please. I think I covered everything.
You did, and you should listen to him. Hit that subscribe button. I won't be as nice since I am the con. So, we'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful night.
All right, till all debates are won. Bye, folks.